Howdy folks, Jay Boone down here at Emerald City Guitars for yet another pick of the day. Today I have a very interesting guitar. So this came to us kind of shrouded in mystery, and of course we had to do our archaeology on it and get it under the bench and the lights and figure out the mystery of this guitar. The guy brought it in, he knew it was from the 50s, but he had a brother who had passed away that did a lot of modifications on guitars, and this was one of his projects. Well, we've gotten down to the facts that this is actually a 1955 gold top that a guy did a conversion on. You see this quite often where people take gold tops from that era and humbucker them from one extreme to the next. Some guys go all out and put PAFs in them and all original parts, and in fact we do have a conversion in right now, a 52 converted to a 57. That is all authentic in the 52 and 57 parts. This one, however, is not that guitar, but this is an original 55 Gibson Les Paul gold top that obviously has the top's been stripped off of it. It reveals the three-piece maple top on that guitar. You can see some really nice flame in this thing. So they refinished the whole instrument, and it has never been broken. So the headstock's clean on this guy. You can see when I flip it over, they did convert the original Clouson tuners to Grover gears, which to some is a nice addition to this guitar. Good tuners, nice sustain with those adding weight to that headstock. The original logo is on this guy. Of course, the original Brazilian rosewood fretboard on this guy, the bound neck, trapezoid inlays, all stock on this. The pickups, of course, would originally be P90s on this guitar, so they have been long since removed, routed for humbuckers, and when we got it, it had an old Seymour Duncan in the neck position and a humbucker in the bridge that wasn't functional. So we put a Seymour Duncan Antiquity in there, as you can see, the zebra humbucker. The original switch remains intact in this guitar, but of course the bridge and the tailpiece have been replaced, as have all the potentiometers, and electronics been rewired by our own Tyler Geske down here. Very old pick guard, but not the original one, unfortunately, but it suits this guitar well and looks really great on it. Really kind of a cool refin on this guy. It was done a long time ago. You can obviously tell because of the wear through it, and it's been played. On the edge here, you can just see a little bit maybe of that gold top coming through on there underneath that finish. This guitar plays great, sounds killer with the Duncans in there. And of course, you got that old wood from the 50s, which makes it really magical. Serial number was restamped at some point. It's got a 4-digit number on there, which doesn't line up with the 55. But really, really well done finish. Looks great and ready to go. So it has been refretted over the years. You can see that along the binding here on the neck, the nubs are missing at the end of the frets, which tells me that they were refretted at some time. But the frets are in nice condition, and like I said before, it plays great. It comes in one of these old cases that Gibson issued for a few years in the late 70s and 80s. So it's a nice case, fits this guitar well. Definitely not the original, but a classic case anyway. Not much more to say about this guy. It's a great player's guitar, and it's a great opportunity to own a 50s Les Paul at a player's price. So looking forward to hearing this thing through this new Carr Skylark we just got in. These are great little amps, one of my favorite that Carr is doing. We are a Carr dealer, one of the few new products we carry in our shop. And this little guy here at 12 watts, 2 6v6s is a powerhouse. You can run it at the full 12 watts, or you can attenuate it down basically to less than a watt and get that really cool saturation out of it. If you look at the features up here, it has 4 bands of EQ, treble, mid, bass, and presence, as well as reverb. And the reverb's very rich on these. Just a great little package, easy grab and go amp for gigs, recording, plenty of headroom with that 12 watts through a 12-inch speaker. Fantastic little amp. So without further delay, I'm gonna let James take over and do a little demo on this guitar and amp for you. So there you have it, folks. An original 1955 Gibson Les Paul that's been converted to a twin humbucker guitar and refinished. Great players, great guitar, through a new Carr Skylark amp. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see y'all next time.